Hello everyone, and welcome to the Player Review Team channel. In this video, we're going to talk about 4 evolution cards at once. We'll find out who's worth spending your coins on, who isn't, and which one impressed us the most. As always, it'll be dynamic and entertaining, so stay tuned. We're giving away 25 million coins and 5 weekend league boosts over the next 4 months, while FC25 is still active. All links in the description. Let's start with the Madrid legend Zinedine Zidane. If you're lucky enough to have his base 90 rated version, spending 250,000 coins gets you this appealing set of playstyles, which includes a low-driven shot. But if you, like us, have the 94 rated Zidane with ping pass, you won't get the low-driven. Is that a deal breaker? Let's talk about it. Right away, we recommend the engine chemistry style for his card. Even though using sniper gives him controlled lengthy, we'll get to that later. First, let's highlight his strong passing package and of course rapid. Interestingly, besides playing as a central attacking midfielder and central midfielder, Zidane can also play as an advanced forward plus. What do we always start with? That's right, speed boost and acceleration. Rapid gives decent pace, but he lacks explosive burst. That said, in this clip, he has controlled lengthy thanks to sniper. In the next moment, Zidane is also running on lengthy, but as you can see, not very sharply. In other words, his lengthy isn't good enough to justify sticking with sniper. Also, check out this tight angle finish. So, his first step is very average, and speed boost fans might be disappointed, but his top end speed is fine, especially since Zidane is still more of a cam than a forward. Oh right, we did recommend engine. Well, without it, things aren't great on the left stick. Zidane feels stiff with sniper. With engine, it's better and adds a bit of sharpness. Still, when playing Zidane, you'll want to hold L1 to trigger sharp animations. His sprint also works better on engine. Here's another example: acceleration with engine and good top-end speed. Simply put, we recommend using this chemistry style from the start. Going back to this clip, you'll see a decent finish with his left using a low-driven shot. But that's the exception, because there's still no low-driven. What's worse, there's not even a basic version, so he has no business playing as a forward. Honestly, he doesn't belong in central midfield either. Zidane lacks any defensive playstyles and doesn't have aggression, but as a cam, he's genuinely solid. Sure, among the gold talents, only ping passes there, but that doesn't mean Zidane can't play quick passes or deliver incisive passes. On top of that, cams often find themselves in finesse shot positions, whether he's playing as a playmaker or especially as a shadow striker. Just a heads up, with his left foot, you'll want to shoot from inside the box, no further, even though he has 5-star weak foot. On the right though, he'll deliver consistently, even from long range. But did we want to complete Zidane's evolution on our main account? Honestly no, because Insigne does a fine job as a cam and we gave him the gold long ball from past season. As for central midfield, Zidane's not replacing Gullit, McTominay or Bellingham, let alone anyone in the attack. On the other hand, 250,000 isn't that much. So if you've got millions lying around, go for it. At least if you still enjoy using Zidane and feel a bit nostalgic. Now let's move on to another nominal midfielder who became a striker through the Strikeforce evolution for 500,000. We got the Thunderstruck version with Bruiser from the season. Originally though, this Gullit would have gotten Quick Step from the Evo, making him more interesting. Still, as you can see, even this Gullit accelerates well without Quick Step. In this clip, he has engine, and as you'd expect, controlled acceleration. In the next one, he's running on anchor and has controlled lengthy. To avoid overloading with terms, Gullit pretty much feels the same regardless of chemistry style. In any case, talents make the difference, and it's a real shame he doesn't have gold rapid. That's why Ruud can sometimes lose the ball on speed boost, as seen here. But you can still use him as a striker, because the lack of rapid is compensated by his frame, which allows him to carry the ball through multiple big center backs. Gullit's always been known for his model and aggression, so after losing the ball, you can rely on his body type for a recovery tackle. You don't even need to press the tackle button. Ruud can win it back himself, then punish the opponent with a finesse, whether right or left. But finesses are expected. What about the left stick? Well, 5-star skills and Trickster let him move freely, even with the typical issues of a large build. In this clip, notice the animation speed and ball control. Still, engine is the better option overall. Even on anchor, his left stick is decent, especially since you should be using Trickster and skills anyway, and it's fun watching opponents panic trying to dispossess Gullit. With this card, we forgot about the missing low driven, not because of finesses, but because of his unstoppable straight shots. Plus, this beast makes great late runs, which you should exploit. Stopping Gullit's model is no easy task. So where to use this card? In the attack, as a cam, or central midfield? Ideally, cam or forward, especially if you play with a target forward for flick-ons. Don't forget, this evolution gives you the gold incisive pass, which is incredibly useful even for a forward, let alone a cam. Again, this Evo is great because it lets you completely transform a favorite player's role. Would we evolve this gullet if we had him? We'd seriously consider it. But if we also had that old SBC Ronaldo, then the choice would be obvious. Cristiano Ronaldo gets 5+5, a +5 boost to dribbling stats, and keeps his lengthy. We'd recommend using Marksman. The gold rapid and lengthy acceleration make up for less than max pace stats, and dribbling and ball control numbers are what matter for speed boost, though he'll still get away on engine too. What's interesting is that Cristiano basically has every meta playstyle, except low driven, but it's not that big of a deal, and here's why. In this clip, you'll see something like a silver tier low driven shot from a tight angle. Not convinced? Alright, check this Trivela from the edge of the box on the ground. It's basically a silver low driven. As for the Trivela itself, Ronaldo's always been elite at it, almost gold level, especially with consistent green timing. And then there's his shot power, which is nearly maxed, even with engine. Beyond Trivelas, our CR7 has finesses and 5-star weak foot, so if you're missing low driven, finesses will pick up the slack. Again, Trickster plus finesse combo is deadly near the box. You already know how that goes. Most importantly, he has Gold Rapid, which we personally prefer over Quick Step, even for speed boost. Cards with Gold Rapid are not just better over distance, but often outperform Quick Step even in speed boosts. Odd, but it's a pattern we've seen. Ronaldo also stands out with his positioning and smart runs. Bottom line, if we had this card, we'd evolve it, low driven or not. Especially since, like we said, gold incisive pass is key for a forward, whether in a 2-striker setup or in a 4-2-1-3 with wide wingers. And don't forget about the gold aerial, which every Ronaldo card should have. Same with acrobatic, if you know what I mean. This card has both, so you'll be scoring from corners regularly, assuming you practice those strikes. His shot power also means he can score from free kicks, even without the dead ball playstyle. Bottom line, if you've got this card and haven't evolved it yet, just go for it. No low driven, no problem. You've seen what he can do, and it honestly feels like he has a silver version of that talent. And finally, today's last card, our old friend Thierry Henry. If you own him and can run him through Strikeforce Evo, hit pause and go do it. This is full meta stuff, better than most cards in the game. Yes, we already talked about his broken 5+5 Evo version, but even that doesn't compare to this one. More on that in a moment. First, let's say this Henry is practically no worse on the left stick than his 99 dribbling version. Sure, there are nuances, but he feels agile, even on Hawk. Continuing the comparison, this version isn't bothered by the gold quick step, which sometimes clashed with rapid, though you'd think it would help. Besides better speed boost, the card keeps lengthy on Hawk and barely loses anything in left stick feel. That's why this Henry outshines the previous one. Shame we can't roll it back and evolve him again. Yeah, his frame isn't as bulky as Gullit or even Ronaldo, but Henry brings elite pace, including shot speed. Here's a low-driven Trivela at blazing pace, a whole different level compared to anyone else in this review. Or look at this sharp near-post strike with his left. Henry has enough balance not just for dribbling, but to set up shots cleanly, so engine isn't mandatory. As always, those wide stepovers and quick exits are there, super useful if you don't use Trickster or other skills. He also has the gold triangle. We won't explain it all again, but just know it's very helpful for a striker. More interesting is his Trivela, which is easily on par with CR7's. Just look at this off-timing banger. Finesses? Nothing new. They're just as good as ever. Simply put, if your Henry is eligible for this Evo, evolve him. Even if it costs 500,000, he's absolutely worth it. Seems like EA knows we're all sitting on unused millions, so they're dropping pricey evolutions. But sometimes, those evolutions are just begging to be done. Let us know who you evolved in Strikeforce and whether you did Zidane. We'd love to hear your thoughts on these and other cards. Also, tomorrow we'll post detailed ratings for these guys on our Twitter, so don't forget to check in. There's always more interesting content there. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. We'll try to reply quickly, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future reviews. Thanks for watching and see you in the next videos.